In a ruling this afternoon, Chief Justice Roxanne George Wiltshire said that Order 60, which was used to facilitate the national vote recount, is valid. The Chief Justice also ruled that only data from the national vote recount is to be used for the final results, and the CEO must follow the directions of the chairman and the commission.
Chief election officer shall, notwithstanding anything in any written law, be subject to the direction and control of the commission. The fact remains that the circumstances surrounding the declaration of the results of the March 2, 2020 elections are contextual. As just concluded, given the decisions of the Court of Appeal and the CCJ, the recount cannot be considered to be invalidated, at least not at this point in time. In this context, the Section 84.1 declarations can no longer be considered useful. Hence, while the CEO may be expected to act independently, he cannot be a lone ranger, so to speak. I agree with the submission that Article 172(2)(b) can be construed to mean that GECOM is not to act on the advice of any person or body external to the Commission.
She also ruled that the March 13 declaration of the returning officers cannot be resurrected. She said there can no longer be an impasse between the chief elections officer and the chairman.
This, the evidence discloses, the chairperson has sought to do via the letters transmitted to the CEO. Thus, as determined by the CCJ, unless overturned by a court in an election petition, the only data that could be used for the declaration of the results of the elections would have to be the recount results or data. For the reasons outlined, the 10 declarations cannot be resurrected at this point in time. In this regard, there can no longer be an impasse between the chairperson and the CEO as to the effect of Article 177(2)(b) and Section 96. For the avoidance of doubt, as stated in Section 18, the CEO is subject to the direction and control of the Commission. In this regard, I refer to paragraph 14 of the CCJ judgment, where it is noted that by Section 18, the CEO is, quote, mandated to be subject to the direction and control of the Commission.
The matter was filed by Macinda Jones against the Ghana Elections Commission. She was seeking leave on a number of applications, including the March 13 declaration, which was set aside by the GECOM chairman. Jones' lawyers had indicated to the court that they will be appealing the matter, and they are expected to file that appeal by tomorrow.